I'm really confused by this because this team has 2 men and a woman, and logically, when you have 2 men and a woman, you send the 2 men in to investigate, and you leave her behind to make muffins for when they get back. I do believe using a critical drinker's logic, that's how this is supposed to work, right? Maybe she makes some coffee. You might need a drink when they're done, you know. She gets it all set up for them, right? Right? Just saying. That's the type of shit he criticizes stuff for. And you know what? I think it's time to transition to the big thing you guys are probably here to watch. Rogue Elements. Critical Drinkers. Apparently pilot. Like, I thought it was going to be a short movie, but like now it's like TV series proof of concept. I have no idea. I know this is based on his Ryan Drake movies. Well, Grand Theft Autobot, you don't have to, but I will. If you sit down with me, I appreciate it. But like, yeah, I'm going to gun through this thing. I don't have beers. I have a little bit of coffee left, and I have some waters. Like I said, I didn't really feel like getting beer. I'm kind of burned out on beer. Maybe I'll get some in a couple days, but yeah, I get through these periods where I'll just get burned out on beer, and I just don't want to have it for a little bit, and then I'll be like, oh, I want beer again. But you know what? So we won't quite do a drunken watching, but we'll go ahead. We will go through this. And I thought it was supposed to be a short film, but apparently it is a proof of concept. So I think it's interesting. It's called proof of concept. I thought, don't you mean like TV pilot? I don't know. But it sounds like it's going to be a TV pilot. So let's see. It's one of his least successful videos he's posted on his channel in a while. But let's go. And I kind of do want to give this an even shake, even though I disagree on Critical Drinker so fucking much. And he is absolutely a culture war grifter. I will give this TV pilot as much of an opportunity as I can. This production logo is not doing him any favors, though. This is so, like, artificially generated shit. It'd be better if it didn't do the camera transforming thing. It really would. Gradual upgrade. Okay. Car flag. Cool. Oh, we got a text wall. In 2001, the CIA Special Activities Division authorized the formation of a new, highly classified unit composed of elite military veterans. Its mission was to find and retrieve high-value assets from deep behind enemy lines. If killed or captured, the CIA would deny all knowledge of their existence. They bore no insignia, held no title, and answered to no name. For the select few who knew them, they came to be known as shepherds. They answer to no name, but they're known as shepherds. Okay. Byron's asking who would want to watch this, and my answer is apparently not as fans.
Everyone eventually breaks, and you will too. Tell me what I want to know.
So wait, is this gonna be her story? We gonna get a lady lead character? Is this gonna be woke, guys? This better not be woke. I don't want any woke stuff, especially from the critical drinker. Better not be fucking woke.
I can't stay here any longer. They're onto me. You have to get me out now.
You're saving lives. Remember that.
Easy enough for you to say. It's not your ass on the line.
Wait, is she taking a shot at a man? Listen, we know firsthand, women are physically weaker than men. There's no way a woman could take on a man. And you might be like, well, she's taking it on with a gun. Listen, Critical Drinker complained that women couldn't beat up men when it came to Captain Marvel's superpowers. So having all other things clearly don't matter. Just women can never, ever be able to beat up a man. Just factually. That's how it works in the Critical Drinker's mind. I'm going to hold him to that standard.
Code word. Vulture. Were you followed? I don't think so.
Try harder, Ivan.
I'm not a fucking spy. I can't tell who's following me, who's at the back.
See anything?
Negative.
All right, stay close.
What about my wife and child?
Right now, you're the priority.
No, that was not our deal.
It's now or never, Ivan. God damn it, get him out of here!
Did she just take out a man? What woke communist shit are we watching? That is a good point. She doesn't look like she's that far for that extensive a sniper rifle.
Oh, fuck! Stop it!
Bravo! Bravo! You play the role of a coward very well, Ivan. And yes, I do know where your family's hidden.
Please, Volkov, don't hurt them.
It's too late for that.
Fuck you, just do it, you fucking pussy.
Man, how many different groups are we gonna get in here? Holy shit.
We have a long road before we get to that point. You see, you have information that I need.
Yeah, she's just gonna one by one shoot all of them. Like they were just chilled out there while she just sat there. It's like, it's weird. Like they're not even taking cover. They're just gonna pause while these guys show up and, or they're getting, that's weird. It's weird. So, real quick, I know there's the one dude who wants to protect his family. And then there's another group that wanted to meet him, and then another group that went to intercept him. And then we have this woman shooting at them, and I have no idea what any of their ideas are. I know we're just getting introduced, but like, the woman's the closest thing we have to a lead character, and I still have no idea about her at all. She can't take out a man. She's a woman. Okay, so she's working with these guys? Okay. Okay.
You're wasting your time. You might as well put a bullet in me now. Save us both the aggravation.
Wait, isn't she being held by this guy?
You know something? I believe you. I think you're right. It's interesting, you know? I've seen many men piss their pants in moments like this. And I remember one time a man who actually shit himself, believe it or not. So, I have a situation, a problem. And like my father used to always say, there are very few problems that can be solved with a good, sturdy hammer. Now, last year, one of your CIA Shepherd teams infiltrated a maximum security prison on Russian territory. Their target was an operative, identified by the code name Maras.
So there's a scientist. Well, I don't even know if he's a scientist. There's a dude who's concerned about his family. This group went to meet him, and then this is the group that intercepted them. That's all we know. And there's a lady who kills people, which is woke immediately. That's all we know.
Now, this person is very, very dangerous, guilty of more crimes against the Russian state than almost anyone else alive. All I want to know is the name of the man who led this mission. Give me the name, and all this will be over. Otherwise, things will get very... Well, I'm sure you know how it goes.
Well, I guess we're in for a long night. Because I don't know shit.
Brilliant line. Brilliant.
Okay. I'm going to find out soon enough.
Don't say a goddamn word.
Okay, if he's like one of these trained guys, you shouldn't have to tell him that. That seems weird to tell him that. And also, when you tell him that, it's indicating to this guy that this guy might talk.
You can tell me. What was it? Okay.
You know, they make a big deal about those gags. It's actually not too hard to talk through them, just saying.
Ryan Drake.
Oh, Ryan Drake. Shit. Best look out for Jack Ryan. He's gonna kick some ass. Oh, wait. No, wait.
The man you're looking for is Ryan Drake.
Ryan Drake. See, that wasn't so hard now, was it? Thank you.
What the fuck is all this about anyway? We're not supposed to be back on rotation for another, 2 weeks.
I thought you had all the answers, Frost. Running ops from behind computer screen like you do.
just gonna stand there like an asshole?
Looks like
Okay, 2 new characters. Okay. Maybe we can get some character development. They're chatting. Maybe we'll learn something about these characters.
you've got it covered.
You know how much I love getting phone calls from you?
I'm not gonna lie. Maybe we'll talk about it. Maybe it'll go away as it goes. But like when I see the trailer and I see this fucking Ryan Drake dude that they cast, it feels a lot like some sort of off-brand Jack Quaid to me. It really does.
6 a.m.?
You know how much I love making.
I was in the middle of something.
Don't worry. Whoever your latest victim is, I'm sure will be tied up in your dungeon.
Why'd you bring this fucking asshole in?
Didn't. It was Dan's call. But he speaks Russian like a native. About 2 hours ago, we received this. It's an hard watch.
You know that scene you just saw? We're gonna watch it now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's John Hastings.
Goddamn word.
You can tell me.
The man you're looking for is Ryan Drake.
Ryan Drake. See, that was
Okay, I'm gonna criticize. So they had a brilliant transition lined up here. Not even brilliant, but like a good one. So like we just saw that scene. We just saw this scene that they're watching. The way you transition is you cut, like you're watching that scene, you see kind of that scene complete, and then maybe even you see the tail end of that scene from these guys watching, and you pan away from the computer, you just see the computer, you see these guys watching what we just watched, and then you transition that way. Is that too clever for Critical Drinker? Probably. I'm just saying, you're missing a good opportunity for a clever transition, and you fucking wasted it.
so hard now, was it? Thank you. You were foolish enough to send spies into my country. And as you can see, they have failed miserably.
Oh, he goes to talk. So like you could do that. So like we get the far away scene and then he kills it, and then we see him walk up to the camera, and then it zooms out, and then we see that this is actually a message to Ryan Drake that we've been watching. Like the ingredients are there. It's like perfectly set up for that, but they don't do that, which is frustrating. It's like we see the scene and then we cut away and then we get reintroduced to the scene. It's like you could have just had the scene merged together. So, God. And you could do that through editing for the most part too. Like, this is a missed. That's frustrating. It is a missed opportunity right there.
The price of American arrogance.
You better have.
Hey, I thought you were fast. Are you slacking on me, soldier?
It's a cheap shot, mate.
Yeah, well, it worked, mate.
You know, one of these days I'm gonna stop taking it easy on you.
Yeah, you just keep telling yourself that.
I will say this for Critical Drinker. So far, this thing has had like 2 women in it and a fuck ton of white guys. A fuck ton of white guys.
Right, he knows your name. Who the hell is this guy?
The agency doesn't have anything on him.
Of course.
Eisting's team was tasked with retrieving this man. Ivan Fedorov. An agency asset investigating a new...
So he played the video and then this had this queued up on the computer to play as soon as he hits a button to wake it from sleep? Is that what we're to assume? That's... I know I'm getting into the technical nitty-gritty, but I'm getting really fucking confused. Like, What? Maybe this is his. Maybe this is his background. His what comes up when he wakes up his computer and it's like type in your password. That's just his background picture. That this is part of my briefing.
New radical separatist group in Estonia.
Estonia? Since one of the Baltic states harbored terrorists.
Since they joined NATO. Pro-Russian factions have been agitating ever since the articles were signed.
Till now they were low level, disorganized, not much of a threat. But according to Fedorov, things are changing. New leadership has unified them under one command, along with a big injection of money and weapons. If he's right, they're powerful enough to destabilize the entire region.
CIA is entirely made up of Scottish people, Grand Theft Auto bot. Entirely. You didn't know that about the CIA?
You can push them towards Russia instead.
According to our friends at the NSA, he's being held in this warehouse on the outskirts of Narva.
So why not just kill him?
Because they need to know how badly they've been compromised.
Exactly.
A drone strike would solve things pretty quickly.
Dietrich, we can't just start dropping bombs on friendly countries.
Never stopped us before.
What about the local police or military? The Estonians have to be on our side for this one, right?
Nah, corruption's an issue in that part of the world. Which is why we kept this operation in-house.
You sure that's the only reason, Ryan?
Dietrich, stop.
Look around you, Frost. Does this look like headquarters to you? This looks and sounds like a bullshit rush job. By the time we get over there, we're gonna lose nighttime cover.
Just shut the fuck up.
Besides, Dan could have chosen half a dozen other teams for this mission. Why us? Unless, of course, he didn't choose us. Is that it? Did you make this happen? You got your old war buddy to sign off on this? You selfish prick.
Hastings was our friend.
Thank God that music's there to tell us how to feel, guys. We also get some conflict here, and okay, I guess, sure.
He didn't deserve to go out like that. And we
And real quick, conflict would work better if I gave a shit about anyone at this point, because I don't at all. Oh, my earbud's dangling. Yeah, my earbud's kind of busted up.
we don't allow shit like this to go unanswered. Of course,
What
maybe
is
you're
this?
a person who
Oh.
can live with it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. We have just under 2 hours to figure out how to get inside that warehouse, find Fedorov, and get the fuck out in one piece. Frost, I need everything you can
God, I hope Reacher's better. Holy shit.
dig up in the building. Blueprints, electrical layouts, it works.
I'll do what I
I mean, cross-starring Tyler Perry is probably better.
can. 2 hours is pushing it.
Then we'll figure out the rest on the flight over. Get on it.
Better hope this isn't a trap.
I mean, this is just such a nothing burger. I don't care about anybody yet. I assume if this is a series like these would be the three like leads and they get missions and they go on them. But I really don't get a strong sense for the characters, really, especially her. Like maybe this guy's a little bit like questionable of what they do, and then Ryan Drake's like the straight man. Yeah.
Because if those assholes don't kill
Oh, Ryan Drake is Dollar Store Tom Clancy. No doubt. No doubt.
I will.
The only people dying today are those fuckers.
And he's holding a knife on him? Jesus, I thought they were working. Jesus Christ.
All of them.
Oh my God. Maybe work a bit harder on your dialogue, bro. That was so fucking generic. Oh, the music is very generic too. Holy shit. So in case you guys are wondering, we're over a third into this thing, and I don't care about anything at all. So apparently, like, a couple of Ryan's guys got captured and killed. And now I guess it's a revenge mission. And I guess the woman at the beginning was a red herring for a lead character. I'll be honest, this isn't the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's not good. I definitely would not be interested in episode 2. Maybe the last half hour will be like, oh wow, that was actually really good. It redeemed itself. I mean, stuff does get better. I mean, I would say I probably prefer this to Encounter at Farpoint, but like, yeah, TNG season 1's terrible, but still, I'm not thrilled by this at all. Oh God, the generic music. Do we have to? Okay, yes, that looks cool against the light. But keep in mind, we have bright lights, and he is standing right the fuck there. Out there for anyone who's guarding to see. You gonna speak to the mic? He is right up in it. It's a shot that looks cool, but it's like you might as well just be holding up a sign saying, hey, I'm right here and I'm sneaking into your faculty. Come and get me. All right, she's gonna hack into it using her DOS prompt. We got this, guys.
I'm patched in.
Copy.
Clear to move. Make it quick.
You tell Vitali that Konstantin is here. Got held up at border checkpoint, but better late than never, huh?
This is a restricted area. Be on your way.
I was told to come here and ask for Vitali. Where is he?
You've got the wrong place. Now leave.
That is true. How could she be better at hacking than a man? Men have the logical brain. Women have emotional brains. Men have logical brains. So man will obviously be a better hacker than a woman. I can't believe Critical Drinker doesn't know that. It's because he's woke. It's because he's been infected by the woke mind virus. It is kind of fun to occasionally flip the Critical Drinker's own arguments onto his own thing.
Are we going to have a problem here?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
George Lazenby's Bond movie was way better than this. Way fucking better. Not even close.
Marine, fall back, Johnny.
She killed a man. Woke.
You tell Vitali. Next time he wants something, find someone else.
I'm really confused by this because this team has 2 men and a woman. And logically, when you have 2 men and a woman, You send the 2 men in to investigate, and you leave her behind to make muffins for when they get back. I do believe using a critical drinker's logic, that's how this is supposed to work, right? Maybe she makes some coffee. They might need a drink when they're done, you know. She gets it all set up for them, right? Right? Just saying. That's the type of shit he criticizes stuff for.
Hey, think you got that guy back there?
What does that mean?
Keep your mind on the mission. It's my ass in there, too.
That's true. She could seduce the guard. She needs to be wearing like scantily clad like nothing and seduce the guards. That's it. Yeah. That's true. Grand Theft Auto. How could a woman seduce a man better than a man? Good point.
Bravo's online. Stand by.
Come on, Alpha. We have to pick up the pace.
I'm working on it, Bravo. This place is a fucking maze.
Tango inbound. Corridor directly ahead. Clear to move.
I'm really fortunate that guy had no peripheral vision. We're good.
You have the target?
We are close. We should have him by tonight.
Talk is cheap, Volkov. This operation is not. My generosity and my patience are very thin.
Listen to me, Victor. Fedorov brought us Drake, and Drake will bring us her. I swear it.
Then pray my faith in you was not misplaced. Otherwise, you and your American lapdogs will be hunted along with her.
American lapdogs.
He'll be going after Fedorov.
He's one man. The guys can handle him.
To my understanding, he wrote the script and produced it.
Shit. Bravo, I found a target. I count 5 guys inside that room.
God damn it. Alpha, what the fuck are you doing in there? We're losing night cover.
Going loud.
Wait, still night? It looks pretty bright out for that guy.
What? Negative. Alpha, negative.
No.
Team 2, sit rep.
There are rats in the building. Tell me something. Do you think you can handle that?
I find it interesting he's talking code to him, like face to face. Okay.
Hunter team, meet me in the main corridor.
That is true. She's trying to tell him what to do. Woke.
Time to get to work.
No. No.
Bravo. Got the package.
Copy.
What the fuck?
Alpha, there may be a rogue element in play here.
Fuck. Stick to the plan. Get to second position.
Oh, sorry, Elam. I'm play acting for the stream. Elam didn't like that. But anyways, oh, she said the title of the short. Oh.
I did not think you'd come for me. Please, you have to save my family.
This is your situation. You're in the shit, big time. I can get you out, but only if you do exactly what I say. Understand?
Yes.
Good. Now, the man that ambushed you yesterday, killed your retrieval team, is he here?
Yes, but why?
Do not underestimate this man. He's highly trained and extremely dangerous. We lock the perimeter down. When we move against him, we do it in full force.
I'll just say, I'm kind of fucking bored and just waiting for this to end at this point. This is... I really don't care about anyone in this at all. Maybe a little bit for the one dude who just wants to protect his family. I guess that's it. Because I don't know about anybody else. I don't care for our pilot. Oh. Now.
Tell me about this man.
He works for Russian intelligence. He's been funneling money and weapons to separatist cells all across Baltic states. Hundreds, maybe thousands of people would die.
You think you can point me in the right direction?
My family.
What are you doing here, Anna?
You're getting sloppy, Ryan. I expected more from you. Do not get in my way.
My family.
What the fuck? Is this supposed to be like business in his mind, or is this a video he's watching, like the world blowing up? What the fuck?
My family.
I'll make you a deal. You get me to this man, and I'll find your family. You have my word. Not to use one of these.
No, I don't believe in guns.
You better start, because the people in here do. Anything that isn't me, you point, you pull the trigger.
Well, not to point out not to be like point out that Ryan Drake might not be using the best logic here, but if he is not trained on a weapon, he could quickly become a detriment rather than an asset with one. I'm just saying, if he's not careful with it. Was that the critical drinker? Most replayed. Holy shit. Was that? I bet you that was him. Yeah, I bet you that's him.
You sure this is the way?
Yes. I saw them setting operations in this area.
Rooftop secure. Charlie, what's your position?
We've got company. Multiple hostiles inbound.
Fuck. New plan. I'm getting you to the exit.
Fuck me!
Okay, I'm not going insane, right? There's a sound issue here, right? Like, I feel like lots of gunfire isn't being heard at all.
Fuck me!
Okay, yes. No, there is a sound issue. Like, some of the guns sound distant, even though they're supposed to be closer. It's actually very confusing. Are we supposed to assume those guns have more intense silencers? In case you guys are ever wondering, if you ever looked into it, silencers are not super effective. You can watch a video on it. Silencers do muffle the sound, but like they still are quite loud.
Oh, to hell with this!
Yeah, the white man beating up the woman as it's meant to be. Yeah! Critical Drinker knows how to write a script.
You know, I've met a lot of arseholes in my life. I don't remember you.
Desmaras, ring a bell. Many
Do they need to have a past history? What the hell? Can it just be like, you know, I don't know, like I've stayed off your radar or I don't know. It just seems weird. You gotta give him a past history. Why? Is this gonna be a standard thing in the show? Every bad guy he encounters, he has some sort of past history with? Ugh.
Powerful people in my country want you to answer for your crimes.
Well, they can get in line.
Ooh, they're fighting. I'm really interested in the results of this fight.
Hostiles in the building. The backup teams meet me at the north gate. Do not let them escape.
Is this a new character popping in? Ah, it's Lady from the beginning. Okay. Is she the rogue elements?
You know something? I'm not even trying. These are the final moments I enjoy.
Frost, lift up his head a little, would you?
Lights out, shitbird.
Bitch.
Nice timing.
Just want to make it stop.
She got the upper hand on a man, but he has physical strength over her. That seems kind of woke to me. I don't know. This is the message. The message.
Bravo to Alpha, rooftop secure. What's your sit rep? Alpha, respond. Fuck this.
Charlie, I'm going back down for Alpha.
Okay, Philip, I cannot stop for every bad line delivery because there's a lot in this where I'm like, fuck.
Bravo, do not go down there.
You're all a bunch of goddamn amateurs.
Are we gonna explain who that one lady is? Of course, we barely know who our Ryan Drake is and his crew. Oh my god.
Contact left! RPG!
That didn't instantly disintegrate her body, because a woman, as having a small body, would likely have her body instantly disintegrate having a rocket land so close to her, right? I watched Critical Drinker. I know.
What? You thought there wouldn't be any repercussions for your actions? You're making this too easy. How did it feel watching me beat the life out of your friend?
Fuck off!
Stand up.
Hastings was a good man.
Oh, come on. How many good men are dead because of Hastings, because of her?
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, okay. Ryan, listen to me. I can tell you all this is leading. But if you pull the trigger,
You and I are gonna have a long chat. And then we'll see if you live.
Step aside, Ryan.
You gonna shoot me, Anya?
I've killed better.
I mean, I could ask, I don't know who she is. I don't know what's up. And I'm not going to lie. Like, these are questions that go through my head. But what's overwhelmingly going through my head is how little I care about any of this at all. The most thing I care is about the one dude, and I just want to make sure his family's fine. And that's like it. And even that's marginal at best at this point.
No man for less.
He'll answer for what he's done. First, we can use him.
don't waste your time. She's a killer. That's all she knows.
Don't listen to it.
Lower your weapon. See, she doesn't want you to know the truth. What does that tell you about her,
Her origin story is so fucking confusing. I'm sorry. So, like, she was captured by that guy and tortured by that guy, but then she did some sniper stuff and helped this guy capture the other guys. And so, what are we just supposed to assume she's a bit incompetent of a sniper? Like, again, I don't really know how these characters play or and I'm not asking that every element be laid out, but a pilot should essentially serve as like, this is what the series will be going forward. And yeah, they'll be rough. And sometimes TV series will look and be like, okay, we'll ask you for like a second pilot or something if it doesn't thrill them. The original series of Star Trek, we get the cage, and then the TV series like, I can see what you're doing, but we aren't super thrilled with this, to try again. And then they did Where No Man Goes Before, and that worked for them. I think both those pilots are fine. TNG had a terrible pilot. That was also partially because they did a 1 hour pilot, and the TVs and Paramount said, no, you're doing a 2 hour pilot. So they stretched out, and that thing got fucking boring and dull. It's like storyline wise, Encounter at Farpoint's fine. It just stretches out and gets dull fairly quickly. This is dull, except there's nothing I'm invested in here. There's just nothing.
Anya, killing me won't.
And I actually feel like for this pilot, her story could have been like the centerpiece of it, where like she's on this revenge mission. And, you know, make it clear Ryan's going in there to retrieve the guy and to capture this guy for information. And she's there for revenge. She's the rogue element. She's there for revenge. Make their objectives clear, and then have them go in, and then, you know, they're working together until they hit a conflicting point and have a conflict. It's the thing. I'm watching this. I'm like, there's potential here. There's ideas here. There's things you could do to make this more interesting. Make certain things clear. Maybe muddy up certain other things. Instead, I feel like everything's kind of a bit muddy, and I just don't give a shit about any of it.
Alpha, do you read me? Alpha.
I'm here.
Oh, thank fuck. What the hell happened down there?
Where's Fedorov?
He's okay. He's with me. What about you? Where are you?
Head to the extraction point. We're on our way out now.
Say again, Alpha? We?
Long story. Going up comes for a while. Half out.
I came across a rogue element do theme song.
Better watch your back, Alpha.
We should leave.
So what are you doing here, Anya?
Why do you care, Ryan?
Because I want to know what I've stepped in.
Is that all?
I don't know, is it?
This feels like stuff that maybe should have been established earlier, but okay. Maybe we can get to some character stuff here. That'd be something.
We're finished here.
No. No, we're a long fucking way from being finished. You don't get to just walk away from this. What would Volkov have told me about you if he lived?
Let me go ahead and say something. The first episode of the Acolyte, let's assume that's a pilot, was way better than this.
I get the answers. With or without you.
Goodbye, Ryan.
just occurred to me, this is like Zack Snyder. There's more of a commitment to looking cool. And a lot of this doesn't even look that cool, but they're more interested in looking cool and looking badass than actually telling a story and engaging an interesting story, which is my big criticism of Zack Snyder most of the time. It just, the similarity there occurred to me. Well, Secret Invasion, the first episode of Secret Invasion was totally decent. That fell off the rails pretty much with the finale, where I'm like, fuck am I watching? Up until then, I was like, okay, this is interesting. Let's see where it goes to. And then, oh my God, the ending just was like, fuck, no.
Maris, it's all right. I'm here to get you out.
So they have a past history. Okay. That's not a terrible ending, but like we needed to know more. Like I didn't even know if they knew each other. Is that it? 7 minutes of, are we seriously gonna have 7 minutes of credits? Oh, there's a never mind. There's a post-credit scene. Okay. As all TV series pilots have post-credit scenes. You're not gonna copyright from this for me, are you? Don't copyright me. That was kind of a rough cut there.
Speak.
Sir, we've just had the report from our divisional leader in Estonia.
And?
The operation was not successful.
Then Volkov?
Dead, sir. Your orders?
Okay. For a scene like this to work, we have to build up a threat. Maybe Volkov was a threat. And occasionally we hear Volkov talk about like the man upstairs or the, somebody, the boss or something like that. We need to make sure to do this mission, otherwise the boss will come down and get us. Some sort of established, place hints that there's some sort of bigger threat. And then for the post-credit scene, you have the phone call for the bigger threat. As it is, I'm like, I don't know who the fuck these people are. Yeah, it's that guy, not that guy. The guy who is apparently such a big boss that Volkov didn't even care enough to ever mention him once. What a scary fucking dude. Oh, he's calling M. Kane. I'm serious. Is this like an Easter egg for people who've read the books? I have no idea who the fuck he's calling. What the fuck? Is this like he's calling Thanos or something? What?
This better be worth my time.
Marcus, is that any way to speak to an old friend?
We were never friends, Victor.
Call it professional courtesy, then. It's not every day the head of the FSB comes calling. And when he does, it would be wise for a man in your position to listen.
That depends on what you have to say.
You see, this scene is going on longer than it should. End credit scenes should be a lot punchier, especially ones like setting up like a threat. Keep in mind, in the Avengers, the end credit scene was the dude saying, these people are a threat. They court death. and then it cuts to a scene of the back of Thanos' head, and you just see him turn to his side and smile, and then it cuts away. It's short, it's punchy, it gets the message across. Instead, we're building up a threat, but we have to build it up from scratch because the episode didn't do any work to establish any sort of outside threat. So it has to do this from scratch, which is very fucking sloppy writing. Very fucking sloppy.
Anya. We need to talk about her.
This sounds like a generic Nickelback coming on. Oh, there's another post-credit scene. It's sad when you're generic Nickelback, right? I would guess Anya's the character that he saved at the end that killed the guy, but I fuck if I know. Two post-credit scenes for a guy who reportedly hates Marvel. And he's doing 2 post-credit scenes in his TV pilot. Cool.
Glad to see you, matey.
You too.
So where's Anya? Oh, come on, it wasn't that hard to figure out.
She's gone.
Tell me you put a tracer on her. We're gonna have a talk on the way home.
Shut up, Dietrich. So, what do you think she's planning next?
No idea. Got a feeling we're about to find out. In the meantime, got a promise to keep.
I'm going to assume that's it, right? There's not a third post-credit scene? Okay, that's all the backers. Okay, so there we go. Rogue Elements, the Critical Drinkers movie. That was dull. I actually don't have much to say about other than incredibly dull. It doesn't do a good job setting up stuff, doesn't do a good job. I don't know. Like, I'm not going to say it's like the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's like there's so many things they could have done to just establish stuff so much fucking better. If we want a big scary threat to introduce in your post-credit scene, then drop moments pointing out the big scary threat. Drop moments where the bad guys talk about some big boss or something like that. Do we want Anya do you want her story to drive thing? Because if so, we need to follow her more. If we want Ryan Drake to follow stories to drive thing, then we need to follow him more. You need to pick which one you want to follow. And if it's a pilot, then you should probably do Ryan Drake because I assume he's going to be the lead. So maybe just tell the story from his perspective. So we get a little bit of background about him, and then we just, this is what we've learned, make it clear what's going on. Yeah, I don't think Siffy would pick this up. Plus, I mean, back in the day, Sci-Fi Channel used to have some fun science fiction stuff. Yes, I've seen all the Stargates, and I enjoy them all. Yeah, this was not great at all. Not thrilled with it whatsoever. It has about a quarter of the views that Critical Drinker would normally get on anything. But yeah, I was thoroughly unimpressed. Yeah, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it was just dull. Absolutely fucking dull. I don't even know what else to say about it. Like, there was nothing special about it. I'm having trouble thinking of a Jack Ryan project I've ever seen that's worse than that. That's saying, like, I could see the elements of a good story in here, but they're not doing a good job laying it out. They are introducing elements either way too late, or in a couple cases even a bit too early. And I think Anya's story was a mess. Just having a bit at the beginning and a bit at the end. What would have been nice, honestly, the best way to probably handle it was just set up so we follow Ryan Drake for the most part. Maybe even set up so, yeah, maybe just mainly set up so you follow Ryan Drake and then you get elements of Anya's story, maybe just drizzled in throughout. But it's very messy. It's not well told particularly at all. The clear edit at the beginning they could have done to make that scene flow better is kind of an indication of the whole fucking project. Because it's like, there's good ideas here, but it's sloppily executed. And it's not the worst thing you've ever seen. But it sure as hell isn't particularly engaging or cool. So yeah. I guess that's my thought. It's blah. Next time I do this, I will get some alcohol. Guys, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. I always forget to say that. Like and subscribe. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for suffering through this terrible Critical Drinker pilot. Thank you for singing with me. We had some solid comic books at the beginning, so that kind of makes up for it. Thank you for joining me. Party on. Be excellent to each other. All the things.
Books, records, films, these things matter. Call me shallow. It's the fucking truth.